A long time ago, in a village surrounded by deep, dark forests and endless fields of wild flowers, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily was a curious and playful child who loved to explore nature around her village, but she was also very timid and always afraid of the dark forests that loomed on the outskirts of the town. One day, while Lily was playing in the fields near her home, she stumbled upon an old cemetery that had been forgotten by the villagers for many years. The cemetery was in bad shape and the tombstones were covered in moss and stained with rainwater from the previous night's storm, but Lily was too curious to turn back now that she had found it. As she entered the graveyard, she noticed that there was a large tree in the very center of it that seemed to glow with a warm light even on the darkest of nights. "What is this tree?" she asked herself as she approached it slowly, careful not to disturb the sleeping spirits that she hoped were not haunting the cemetery just yet on this Halloween night. As she got closer, she could see that the tree was actually made of hundreds of small wooden dolls that seemed to be dancing in the wind and causing the light to flicker like a candle flame in a breeze. "What strange creatures are these that could make such a magical tree?" she thought to herself as she admired the beauty of this strange sight. Feeling braver than ever and filled with curiosity and excitement for this new discovery, she decided to climb the tree so that she could get a better look at the dolls up close. As Lily climbed higher and higher into the branches of the tree, she began to realize that not only were the dolls made of wood, but they were also painted in many different colors and patterns. It was absolutely beautiful and she was mesmerized by the sight. As she was climbing higher still to get a better look, a small hand suddenly grabbed her leg and pulled her back down towards the ground. Startled and terrified at what she had just experienced in the dark woods surrounding her village on this haunted Halloween night, she looked down to see a little boy with red hair and bright green eyes looking up at her. "Who are you?" she asked. "I am the caretaker of these dolls," he said. Surprised that he had spoken in such an old voice for such a young-looking boy, he explained to her that the dolls were the spirits of children who had passed away many years ago. And every year on Halloween night when they come out to play, they bring with them all of their joy and laughter, making the tree glow with a soft light and making it seem as if it's alive. Lily was so moved by his story and the kindness of the tree that she decided to stay and play with the dolls in the garden forevermore. And so the tree and all the children who lived in it always celebrated Halloween with joy and laughter and love, making a beautiful playground for all the spirits who visit every year on this day. And that is why we celebrate Halloween today, so that we can remember all of the joy that we have in our lives, that we have in our hearts, and share it with all of the spirits who have passed on, so that we can all celebrate together and be happy, just like all of the children who live in the tree. The end. Thank you all for listening to my spooky stories. I hope you enjoyed them. Be sure to tune in tomorrow when I will be telling more stories. Hopefully they won't be as scary as these ones. I'm no witch. I just like to stay up all night casting spells on unsuspecting NPCs in my video games while sipping on some tea and watching Netflix in the background. You think I'm a Seuss? That's mean.